Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to be choosing my favourite plants from the month of October, so let's get started, shall we? So we are starting off with Begonia maculata, and this one is actually still growing at the moment. It's still putting out new leaves, but we are having a fairly mild October. And I also bought this cute new pot for this one, which I thought looked really nice. And I bought this from Houseplants. They're really good for weird little pots. And I just thought it really suited this plant. But yeah, I'm just loving this one this month because I just absolutely adore the dottiness of this one. It's a really fun plant, and I'm just happy that I've managed to keep this alive for an entire season, which is pretty good. But yeah, this plant has been a really easy grower, and I really think this pot is perfect for it. I mean, what's not to love about those dots? I just love this one so much. And it really is an easy grower. I think it might be one of the easiest begonias. So it's definitely a good one to start with if you're nervous about begonias like I was. Try this one out because it's actually pretty simple. But yeah, I just really like having this one in my collection. It's super fun. And then another plant that I've just been loving this month is my Hoya carnosa tricolour. This one's also still growing at the moment. You can see it's got new leaves coming in, still got new leaves growing, and it's just a really pretty plant. The more leaves it grows, the fuller it's getting, and the more beautiful it gets each time it grows those new leaves. And I just love the inner variegation of this one as well. I think it's a really pretty Hoya, and it's definitely one of my favourite Hoyas. I love that it just seems to be a really easy grower. Not all Hoyas are equal, I find, in my limited experience so far of them, but this one's been one of the easiest. And yeah, just look at that variegation, it's so pretty. It's a really beautiful Hoya. Really excited to grow this one out over the months and years and see where we are in 12 months' time with this one. It really is gorgeous, and you do get a little bit of pink when they first come in, which I really like as well. And then this is my new Tenanthe that I haven't had for very long, and I'm pleased to say it's doing really well. It's still really healthy. I haven't had any major problems. This is my second try with this plant, and the first time I bought this, it unfortunately had a spider mite infestation, but this one's clear so far, at least, of any pests, and it's putting out new growth still. It's looking so healthy and lush, and yeah, I'm hoping it will continue for a long time because I think it's a really pretty prayer plant. And I hear Tenanthes are a little bit easier than Calatheas, but not sure I'm ready to try a Calathea yet, but I am really loving this one. I just think the leaves are really pretty on this one, and it's got the most beautiful markings. I really like it. And yeah, I'm assuming it is a Tenanthe rather than a Calathea. It's just dawned on me that maybe it might be a Calathea. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a Tenanthe though, but they do look quite similar, some of the species. So if you know more than I do, do let me know. And then another plant that I bought at the same time as that one is this one. This is Alocasia wentii, and this was a real bargain. It was only a fiver, and I found it in Morrison's supermarket, of all places. And look at that, it's putting out a new leaf. Certainly not something I expected, especially since I had to kind of walk it home in the wind. But it's fared pretty well so far, and I think this might be quite a hardy Alocasia. Seems to be really happy, and I was just really chuffed that I found this in Morrison's for a £5. Thought it was a really good deal. And in fact, it's made me want to get into alocasias again. And this time I have a little bit more knowledge about them and how to care for them. This is my third alocasia now. I've got 2 others that I'm managing to keep alive and healthy. So I think I'm really going to get into alocasias. It feels like the right time. And even if they're a little bit tricky, I don't mind. I just fancy a bit of a challenge. But yeah, this one's just made me think, yeah, I'm definitely ready for alocasias. And they really are beautiful plants, aren't they? I just think maybe I needed to wait until I was a bit further down the road with my plant journey. And then I had to mention this one because honestly, this one is growing so well. I don't know if this might have been in my favourites last month, but if it was, I don't care because it's just grown so much since the last time I showed it you. It really is a fast grower, this one. And it's just so dark and beautiful. I love the dark glossy leaves, but this is one of my fastest growers so far for sure. And I just think it's stunning. The amount it has grown since I've had it, and to be honest, I haven't really had it that long because I didn't buy it right at the beginning of the growing season, but it really has grown so much, and it seems like a pretty hardy syngonium too. And I think because it's got slightly thicker leaves than some other syngoniums, it's a little bit more forgiving if you let it dry out a bit too much. But yeah, it's just growing like a weed, this one. I'm really impressed. Definitely, if you see this one, grab it because it's a hardy plant, easy to care for, and the video doesn't really do it justice. It does look a lot prettier in real life. You get some kind of real depth to the colours in it in real life that you don't get on camera, of course, but I just love it. And it's beautiful as a trailing plant, isn't it? The arrow shape of the leaves is a really good combination, I think, with the dark colour of it. And of course it also has those burgundy red backs as well, which is pretty. You see those kind of peeping through sometimes too, but yeah, really nice plant, this one. And then I'm just obsessed with this aglaonema at the moment. I don't think it gets as much love as some of the other aglaonemas, probably because the colourful ones tend to get the limelight, but I really want to put this one out there as one of the nicest aglaonemas. I think it's so pretty, and I really love the colourful ones too, of course, but this one's just something a little bit different. A lot of the colourful ones, they can be quite similar, but this one kind of has its own thing going on, if that makes sense. And I just think it's a really underrated aglaonema and fairly hard to get hold of too. But yeah, I'm putting this out there to everyone. I think this one should be way more popular. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.